Hello, year six. How are you? Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening. Okay, previously you have learned about ratio and also how to write ratio in simplest form. This time you're going to learn about equivalent ratios. If you remember equivalent fractions, this is also similar. Okay, now let's talk about our learning objectives. You should know how to determine the equivalent of the given ratio or find the equivalent of the ratio. Also, calculate the missing terms or missing numbers to complete the equivalent ratio, and apply this knowledge to solve word problems. Okay, let's have a recall of our lesson in writing ratio in the simplest form. Okay, so we have here 16 apples for every 12 oranges. So we are going to write 16:12. Now you have to think, what are we going to divide with 16 that is also applicable in 12? Yes, it's correct. It's 4 because both 16 and 12 are in the table 4. So 16 divided by 4 is 4 and 12 divided by 4 is 3. Therefore, the ratio 16:12 can be written as 4:3 in simplest form. All right? Now, so why it's 4:3? So in every 4 apples, there are 3 oranges. Now let's do the other one. 9 tables is to 18 chairs. So we are going to write 9:18. Now you have to think, what is the common factor of 9 and 18? Or what number we can divide, what factor we can divide in 9 that can be divided in 18? So both of these one are in table 9. So we are going to divide both by 9. So 9 divided by 9 is 1. 18 divided by 9 is 2. So so 9:18 in simplest form is 1:2. Okay? So the final ratio of 9 tables is to 18 chairs is 1:2. Okay, so I hope you still remember how to write ratio in simplest form. Now, we have here, when we are finding, we have here the example of, let's find the ratio of the equivalent ratios of 2:3. So the same as true in finding the equivalent fractions, we can multiply both parts, okay, part to part in any number. So 2:3 can be multiplied by 2. So it will be 4:6. Or we can say 2:3 multiplied by 3, it will be 6:9. 2:3 times 5, so 10:15. So make sure that when you multiply, when you're going to find the equivalent ratio, make sure that you're going to think of a number, you're going to use the same number to multiply, okay? That is, so meaning 2:3 is equal to 4:6, 2:3 also is equal to 6:9, 2:3 is also equal to 10:15. So all these ratios, 4:6, 6:9, 10:15 can be simplified to 2:3. Now, let's try this one. Can you try this one to find the missing number to show equivalent ratios? You try first before I will show you my answer. All right, so in finding the missing equivalent number here, you need to think of this, okay? We have here 5:6. So if 5, the equivalent of 5 is 20, what will be the equivalent part of 6? So you have to think here, what did I multiply in 5 to give me 20? Or in simple way, you are going to divide 20 divided by 5 is 4. So when we multiply 5 by 4, we get 20. So if what you multiplied in 5, you're going to multiply also in 6. So the answer is 6 times 4 is 24. Okay, so the equivalent ratio of 5:6 is 20:24. Now let's try the next. Okay, what do you think we multiplied in 1 to give us 7? Or you can say 7 divided by 1 is 7. Okay, so therefore we multiplied 1 by 7. 1 times 7 equals 7. So 3 times 7 equals 21. Therefore, the equivalent ratio of 3:1 is 21:7. Okay, now let's try letter C. So the same thing here, because when we look for the equivalent ratio, we are multiplying, therefore you are going to divide. So 18 divided by 2 is 9. So we will multiply. The inverse of division is multiplication. So we will multiply this also by 9. So 2 times 9 is 18. 7 times 9 is 63. Next one. So again, we will divide. 27 divided by 9 is 3. Therefore, we are going to multiply. 9 times 3 is 27. So 4 times 3 is 12. So don't just remember that if what I multiplied in the other part, it should be also multiplied with the same number in the other part for the ratio. So 4:9 is equal to 12:27. Now, if you could see letter E, we have 3:1:2. So since the 1 and 5 is complete, 1 has the equivalent 5, so you have to check this one. So 5 divided by 1, okay, is 5. Therefore, if we multiply 1 times 5, it will give us 5. So what we are going to multiply here, we also multiply by 5, so we will get 10, and 3 times 5 is 15. This is how to find the equivalent missing ratio. Okay. Okay, in your student book, page 124, question 3 and 4, let's answer this one. You can try it first before I'll give you my answer. Okay, find the missing number to show equivalent ratios. We have here 25:15. So 25, what did we divide in 25 to give us 5? So we are writing it into simplest form. So 25 divided by 5 is 5. Therefore, we will also divide this by 5. So it will be 3. Okay, next. What did so 60 divided by 5 is what will be 60 divided by 5 is 60 divided by 5 is 12. Therefore, we are going to multiply 5 times 12 is 60, and also 9 times 12 is 108. Okay, now let's answer question 3 in your student book, page 124. A bag of 4, so well, let's underline, a bag of 4 oranges costs 87 cents. Therefore, how much would 12 oranges cost? So 4 is to 87. So this is 12. Okay, so of 12 oranges, 4 oranges, this is the cost. Okay, 4 is to 87. What did we multiply in 4 to give us 12? Yes, it's 3, or you can say 12. 12 divided by 4 is 3. So 3 times 4 is 12. So now you're going to do the same thing in here. So we say 87 times 3. So 87 times 3. Okay, if 87 cents, it will give us 0.87. Okay, 0.87. So you will do first, this is cents, okay? 87 times 3 is, so you can multiply it like this, times 3, okay? So 7 times 3 is 21, carry 2, 3 times 8 is 24, plus 2 is 6, carry 2, okay? So 3 times 0 is 0, plus 2 is 2. So let's count how many decimal places, 1 and 2, so 2. So therefore, how much would 12 oranges cost? So it is $2.61. Okay, now let's move to the next. Here is a recipe for pasta sauce. Alex makes the pasta sauce using 900 grams. Remember, you're going to underline the important terms, okay? So 900 grams of tomatoes is given and grams of onions. So we have Alex, so let's write it down here, 900 grams is to how many onions? Okay, so onions. So let's see first the ratio of the pasta sauce. Okay, let's erase this first. I hope you have already. So I want to answer it here because there's no space. Let's use the ingredients. Okay, so in every 300 grams of tomatoes, there are 90 grams of onion. Now, the given is 900 grams of tomatoes. So let's write it here. 900 grams of tomatoes. How many onions? So this is the onions and this is the tomato. Okay, so what did I multiply in 300 to give me 900? So you can see now, 300 times what to give me 900? Or you can do 900 divided by 300. What is the answer? Cancel, 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 cancel. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So we multiplied both sides by 3. So 90 times 3. So 9 times 0, 0 times 3 is 0. 9 times 3 is 270. Therefore, how many grams of onions does he use? He used 270 grams of onion. All right? So I hope you understand that. Let's move to the next question. Okay. In student book, page 124, question 1 and 2, can you try to fill up the missing numbers here? So copy and complete the table to show the actual length. So this is the actual length, okay? And the magnified length, so this one became bigger, of some creatures. The magnifying glass makes objects look like 5 times bigger. So therefore, we all multiply this one by 5. Okay, so what is 1.2 centimeter times 5? So 5 times 12 is 60. Therefore, it is 6 centimeter. Now, if actual length to magnifying length, we multiply. How about the opposite? So if we will divide, so 7 divided by 5. What it will be? It will be, so how do you do that one? So you're going to 7 divided by 5 equals 1.4. So if you will multiply 1.4 times 5, it gives us 7. Okay, now, so here let's multiply again by 5. So it gives us 15. Now 1.5 divided by 5 is 0.3. And then 5.5 divided by 5 equals 1.1. So 5 times 5 equals 25. So this is the answer. So a magnifying glass makes objects look 10 times bigger. What is the actual size of a fly with a magnified length of 6? So 6 divided by 10, it will be 0.6. This is the actual size. 0.6 centimeters. Okay, you can answer this one in your student book, page 124. So this is also, if you will remember, if you are going to check, this one means 5 is 2. If the actual length, 1 is to 5. Okay, so magnified length is 5. The ratio of actual length is to magnified length is 1 is to 5. That's why we are multiplying. Okay. Okay, let's solve one problem here. Marie is the presenter of a weekly radio show. She plays 5 new songs for every 2 old songs. Last week, she played 15 new songs. How many old songs? Okay, so how many 2 old songs did she play? And so now this is our guide. 5 new songs for every 2 old songs. Last week she played 15, so new, meaning this is 15. So how many, okay, how many old songs? What did we multiply in 5 to give us 15? 3, or 15 divided by 5 is 3. So 2 times 3 is 6. So there are 6 old songs. So this is the answer. So do you have any problem in finding the equivalent ratio or missing ratio? Okay, I hope year 6 you understand how to find the missing number to complete the equivalent ratio. Make sure that you are going to multiply with the same number into its part to part. All right? Okay, see you in the next lesson, year 6. Bye for now. Thank you for listening. Bye.